Frogs from Outer Space. Freaky Frogs from Outer Space. Such a weird title for this game. This is from Friedman Free, so big surprise there. He always has his game starts with F, and they're always green. And this one is a pinball game. Now, there's not a lot of pinball games out there. Jeff Engelstein made a roll and write pinball game, but pinball is a pretty hard thing to bring in the board games or card games because pinball is a speed thing. You're just constantly moving. Pinball's amazing, by the way. I love pinball, but this game, this here is yet another experiment he's trying to do because it's really difficult to do that. So let's take a look at how this plays. In this game, you're essentially playing on this pinball table, although this poster here is just for reference, and you could even use the back if you need to see just the very specific stuff that matters to you while playing. And other than that, there's quite a few rules in the game. I'm not going to go over everything, but essentially the ball shoots out up here and then starts bouncing down. And you'll play cards. You'll have a hand of cards. You'll play these cards and draw new ones. So I can play this one. The G lights up now. And now it's going to bounce downward. So I might have it hit this pinball next. And I'm replacing these cards. But I have to be careful because 3 of these cards can make me lose the ball unless I have flippers and things to protect myself at the bottom. Or having both the right lane or left lane done. There is an auto-save down here feature that once you can kind of protect yourself, but there's going to be a lot of luck in the game. Sometimes it just falls out, and sometimes you get it going. You can even get a multi-ball into play, and you'll get bonuses for lighting up all the letters, for lighting up ray gun on the side, and you'll see there's all sorts of different cards in here that work with very specific targets. So you're playing cards and just trying to keep the ball up as long as you can, and score as many points. The game does not give out a lot of points unless you get whole things done. You can see the multipliers here go up considerably, and you're going to keep track of each ball that you play, especially if you get that extra ball, or you can even get lucky and get multi-ball, having multiple balls in play. You have this token here where you can light up all the different bonuses that this will give you as time goes by. There's not a lot more in how to play because this is kind of a game that you would actually have to play to really learn. It's kind of a weird one to feel out. And I just want to talk about how the game makes me feel. I know, that wasn't a great explanation because like I said, you got to kind of learn to play it. I mean, it is one of those things you're like, okay, I played this card, so now I can do this. I drew this, I can do this. But once you do it, you're like, da, 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 and you're playing cards. And it's like pinball. Here's the thing, it really is like pinball. It's fast, it's furious. There's not a ton of skill in the game. You're just kind of playing cards and hoping you do well. And when I was done, I was like, okay, that worked. Good job, Friedman Freeze. Your experiment worked. I can't fault you for what you've done here. But do I need to play it? Do I need this? I could just play pinball. You're like, well, yeah, but this is a small box. Yeah, I know, but I could still play pinball. I can play a pinball simulator on my iPad. And you could be like, that's not real pinball. Well, neither is this. And that's the thing. I think this is a cool experiment. It is a solo game. And props that it comes across okay. I just can't imagine any situation where I would rather play this than play actual pinball. And you say, well, what about the other pinball game, Jeff Engelstein's pinball game? And that's because I feel like that one is more closer to a roll and write where you're trying to do various things. And it feels like pinball, but it's also a roll and write game. This one is just like pinball. And so it's only like pinball, which again, applause, but also it's not a great game per se. So I don't know what to give this one as a rating. So I'll stick with a 6. I don't think it's a bad thing. I just don't want to play it anymore.